subside. Pain dressed in smoke, where aliens hide. Through the haze we thrive, let fears subside. Medication rolled tighter than the bass drum. Creativity sparks where the darkness comes. Shadows in the flicker, pieces succumb. We craft peace in the chaos until we're numb. Aliens in the...
All right, everybody. Good morning. Mr. Michael, if you can still hear me, you have an awesome day, sir. Thank you for stopping by.
Grumpy spins the lathe, hand steady in the grind. Epoxy roach clips, art where functions aligned. Workshop sessions, therapy flows in the air. Turning junk into gems, like we just don't care.
Alright, let's see what we got.
Dedicated haze flows. Chronic aches vanish. The good
Grumpy needs a few easy days. My back is daggone telling on me.
words of relief. Craft and cannabis, our escape from the grief. Turn the world into grooves, we twist in the vibe. Hit the bell, like and subscribe to the tribe. Lay spirals, carve out our stories in smoke. Art and remedy blend, that's the
Should be a
inside
little better right there. Tweaking on the volume a little bit on stuff.
calls the spins, precision of a surgeon.
Somehow I got way lower.
Wood chips dance like confetti on the floor. Every turn, every twist holds a little more. Aliens floating, they dip in my sight. The mist curling thick in the soft workshop light. Sanded edges, smooth stress exhales.
All right, we'll go with that right there. Hope everybody's doing good today.
Of machines as it begins.
Hope everybody's week's going pretty good so far.
We twist in the vibe, hit
We're looking at Tuesday.
the tribe.
Supposed to drive my son to school today, but class. I'm saying not school, but class. I'm not doing his trip today. The wife's take her. The ex is taking the truck to work this morning. Let's see. Anybody else doing the spoon challenge from Amy at Resonating Arts? Let's see, how is her channel? It's Resonating Arts. What's the rest of it?
My sight, the mist curling thick in the soft workshop light. Sanded edges, smooth stress exhaled.
I gotta catch up on some videos. I imagine I can do that today.
As it begins, turn the world into grooves. We twist in the vibe. Hit the
That's
bell,
what's
like and subscribe to the tribe.
Stop.
Lay spirals, carve out
Hey, y'all get to hear me argue with myself now.
art and remedy blend. That's the inside joke.
Yeah, Resonating Art by Amy Young. I had it right. I had to make sure. Where's the other stuff? Okay. Anyway, if you're in that or you're trying that challenge, it's pretty fun. Spoons aren't that difficult to get onto. Let's see, move some stuff around more.
Like I just don't care. Creating's how we heal. No pill compares. Anxiety dissolves. Now time feels rare. Grumpy's
I
laid
got to
back.
clean up my box. Got a lot of stuff in here. I can't sweep all the dust up like I need to. Piece of cherry. Coal powder, sander.
Where aliens hide, through the haze we thrive. Let fear subside. Medication rolled tighter than the bass drum. Creativity sparks where the darkness comes. Shadows in the flicker, pieces succumb. We craft peace in the chaos until we're numb. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air, floating through the space like I
All right.
don't care.
Anyway, I spun this shape on the lathe yesterday. And I kept it all round, egg-shaped, however you want to call it. And that's how I do them. This is only the second spoon I've made on my lathe. But spun it around, got it to the shape I wanted, and then I just took it on the bandsaw and I cut that top quarter off. I kept it level with the top of the shaft for the spoon. I didn't have to do any more work on that, but cut it off there. Then I took my Dremel. I love this little burr ball. It's a cut saw, coarse, just spear burr. And I used that and I walked around. It took me a little while, but I dug it out like that. Cleaned it up to a degree, and there's my little scoop. I had to sand it some more. Still go over it with all the grits. Still just a little off shape right here. But oak, my goodness, this is a piece of oak, so it's tough. It's tough sanding. But that's my little spoon. I think it's pretty cool. I wouldn't use it for nothing but coffee. Oak's a weird wood. You can see all the little dimples in between the grains right through there on all the stripes. I don't know, it's pretty neat. But that's what we got. So I need to make another one. A couple more would be cool to make, but right now I don't think I'm doing any lathe work today. Thought I was gonna try to do some lathe work this morning, but like I said, when I woke up, my back's telling me a whole different story. I do need to get my stuff together and see what kind of colors I'm gonna use for, I guess, the blanks that I'm gonna try to do. I've yet to do those. I keep procrastinating. I don't know why I have to procrastinating that so daggone bad. I'm damn sure procrastinating it.
Aliens watching from the edge of sight. Aliens in the workshop messing around. Grumpy's carving skills are world renowned. Stress gets carved with every groove. Like and subscribe, watch the mood improve.
So much junk we need to do out here in the shop. I need to clean it something fierce. It is a total wreck. Like and subscribe, watch the mood improve. Oh, I'm gonna go through these colors fast, I feel. Especially once I find a good color. Alright, I got this little box of pigment colors from Lathe Resin. It's got like an assortment of 60. There's some interference mica powders, just regular mica powder. There's all different kinds.
messing around. Grumpy's carving skills are world renowned. Stress gets carved with every groove. Like and subscribe, watch the mood improve.
Need to dump them out on something so I can see them all instead of pulling them up, looking at them one at a time. There's some bright yellow. Like some yellow. Yellow and a purple. You need to get a hold of their glow colors to see how intense they are. Something like those. I've did colors like that. That's why I put all my colors on a spinny wheel when it comes time to me to pick my colors, because it seems like I always gravitate towards the same shades. Roach clips dangling, dreams in flight. Grumpy's carving feels just right. The wood spirits sing their song. In this world where you belong, odds and ends, they can't go wrong. Smile wide as we go along. Let the smoke rise, let cares drift by. Let the wood show you the sky. Carve your troubles, let them fly. I gotta get these things out of the box, or keep them in the box, but I can't see all my colors that well. I'm gonna try to keep it all nice and neat. And there's a spoon I got done. I have to edit up a video for it. The way I do it, I've only done 2 on my lathe. That snowman one and then this one. But I spun up the whole shape, kept it solid, and then I went to my bandsaw and kind of eyeballed it beforehand to figure out how I wanted to cut it, but cut it across the top and kept it level with the top of the handle part of it, and then just hollowed it out with my Dremel. I used that cut saw coarse spear burr and just walled it out and then sanded it real good. Sanded it over. I used my pretty much like a Dremel, but Populo batteries flex shaft deal, but made me a little mop sander and just beat it real bad. Sanded it all real good and kind of rounded over those edges. Still have my spot for when I had it held on the centers, and I'm gonna leave that because I'm gonna put a little brass eye or silver eye in there to hook a little strap to, so I can hang it, and it'd be like a little coffee scoop. But yeah, I have to cut the videos or edit the videos down. I recorded most of the live yesterday that had me spinning it, but like I said, I lost about 5 or 10 minutes, if that, on lathe work at the beginning. But I'll take and button everything up today and make a little video with a voiceover. That's how I did. I saw how William and Heidi did theirs, or was doing theirs last night. I shut down. I don't know. I think I heard William talking about he had to unearth the bandsaw before he could cut it, but he left some square and straight on his to give him something nice to be able to run it through his bandsaw to keep it square, because I think they were going to take, or I think he had planned on taking and cutting his completely in half all the way down and then rounding stuff over, and that would give you 2 spoons. But I didn't do it that way. They have a ton of different sanding mandrels like that in your Dremel kits that you can get. The flap sander part, I kind of made my own little flap sander out of just regular emery cloth. Where's the piece? Do I have the piece cut already? I'll show y'all what I did. Yeah, there's sandpaper everywhere in here. All right, this is just say, okay, 600 grit. This is just a wore out piece that I've been hand sanding with, but I'll take 4 of these minimum, and I pop my hole dead center, you know, to where I can put it onto my mandrel. I'll use this one to show you. Tear it apart right here real quick. But this is a mandrel that I got from Mr. Pete Blair from Carvings and Such Facebook page. But with tariffs and everything and shipping, I don't know if he's still shipping these to the States. He's in Canada, and I think with all that new tariff stuff, it made shipping and stuff just crazy, where he wasn't making any money on them. But I take 4 pieces of emery cloth, find me a, you know, center it up best I can. Boom. That's where it's gonna go on my sander, right? There's the scissors. Because those little mop sanders, you can buy them, but they're not that cheap. You sit there and try buying a bunch, but I'll sit there and make my own, you know. You can, 4 little flaps in there work better, but they're just quick and dirty and just showing. But that's all I do, is just pre-cut the little pieces like that. And then when I go to stack them onto my sander, I'll put 1 or 2 with the paper facing up, or 2 with the paper facing up, stagger them back and forth, and then flip them over and have paper facing, or the sand facing down, and stagger them back and forth, and then put it together and spread it out, and you got your little mop sander. But that works pretty good. I said Dremel sells them. You can get little just generic mandrels off of Amazon and stuff. Just get that 1/8 for your Dremel. Yeah, I said this is just one that Mr. Pete made back in the day. But I use them with emery cloth, Scotch-Brite, 3M. I mean, you put all kind of stuff on there, I guess. It's just cheaper. I'm just on that budget. But yeah, that works. So I was gonna do some more lathe work this morning, but my back, when I got up this morning, said, no sir. And then I had the Grand Pug for a little over a week, about a week, right after Christmas, because daughter went on vacation, and now they're home and back getting into routine. So I get her today and I get her Friday, so it won't be too much shop work done today, which I guess is good because my body's saying I don't need it anyhow. Crazy little dog. She's a typical little pug though. She's a handful. Oh. I got up this morning and wanted to go right back to bed. I had to get back in my routine. I got to get stuff going. Just in that funk right now. She gave me the paperwork last night that I need to start going over. And that just sucks. Just makes it more official, I guess. I got to figure out who I'm gonna have look at it and make sure I ain't signing something to screw me over in the long run. Oh man. I've already done these colors before, but not with this brand. But I've used these set of colors, I guess, on a stick. But I'm gonna try another set of blanks with them. I guess these will be the ones I use today. Hey, she's poster board pug. She got them little wild lazy eyes and everything, but man, she's a good little dog. She's just like a freaking kid though. You cannot leave her alone for nothing. She will get into everything. The Christmas tree, we ended up taking the ornament out. It just really wasn't that Christmassy around here anyway. The circumstances to be, but we ended up taking most of the ornaments off the tree when she first got here to stay, because her little butt was trying to eat every dang thing. She'd get under the tree and she'd eat or try to eat the stuff off the bottom of the tree. And then we'd move all that, and then she'd stand up on her hind legs trying to reach stuff. We'd move that, and we just kept pushing stuff higher and higher up the tree, and she was up on the back of the couch she had a little rotten butt. I ended up taking all the ornaments off the tree after Christmas, because that's about the time we got her, but yeah, she was just being a mess.
Create a blaze, pour the truth in molds, let the resin reveal. Art deep as the void, carving wounds that heal. Fingerprints in wood grain, Grumpy's real deal. Aliens just nodded, man, that's mad appeal.
Trying to make a little heads or tails in here. I have a bunch of these clips that I did the Lichtenberg burn on and everything. I have to figure out how I'm supposed to clean them up. Some of them I didn't put enough resin in the grooves. When I go to sand it down, it's not going to catch it all. So I either got to go back and fill over with some clear or figure out how I'm going to buff over it.
River running, lot of cases on the creek. Roach clips in the glow, Grumpy's work unique. Carving late nights, therapy on repeat. Alien vibes hit wild, art'll never retreat.
That's the only damn thing my insurance seems to be good for. I can get gloves and it don't cost me nothing. They just need to get something big enough for my hands. They only got large and I need extra large.
got that spice. Glow bright like UFOs at a midnight sight. Craft wild carvings, man, they take flight. In a zone, no phone, just resin delight. Therapy ain't a couch, it's chisels and light.
I'm gonna take in those are, I guess, inserts that I'll use for. I have 3 blanks ready, or 3 molds ready to pour. Just gotta whip out the epoxy and do it. But these will be the inserts for the next 3. And I'm trying a new. Let's see, that is no good no more, is it? Spectacles, spectacles.
Glows in the dark, magic lit through the maze. Hit that like, subscribe, ride the creative blaze. Grumpy's batshit crazy, meds in a haze. Roll tight, medication floating out of.
I used to be that wake up guy. Hey Tim, good morning. I used to be that wake up guy, but I don't wake people up no more. There's alarm clocks and smartphones. You can't wake yourself up. Well, that is for you to figure out.
Pour the truth in molds, let the resin reveal. Heart deep as the void, carving wounds that heal. Fingerprints and wood grain, Grumpy's real deal. Aliens just nodded, man, that's mad appeal.
Man, that glue is gone. I had that little bottle for a minute. That's the thing about these little bottles of glue, don't go fast. They last me a while. That one, the end of it just got too buggery. It wouldn't close, so it started drying up, I guess. All right. Now what I do with these, there we go, be a little example piece. I put my inserts and then pour my epoxy around it. I don't know, this is all speculation on my part, but I put my blanks in a pressure pot, you know, and pressurized the pot down to just over 60 pounds of pressure, and that forces all the air bubbles real tiny, right? So you don't have air bubbles in your piece. When I was taking them out of the, let me cover that back up so I don't dry that out. When I'd take them out of the pressure pot, because I would pour them, you know, pour my blanks, put them in the pressure pot, pressurize them, and I'd leave them under pressure for like 12 hours or so because the epoxy would harden up, but it's not completely cured yet. And then I'd take pressure off the pot, you know, and then take the stick out of the blank out of the mold, and you wouldn't see no bubbles on it. It'd be nice, you know, cylinder flush, whatever, and then within like 2 hours later you'd see a bubble. I mean, a visible lump in the side of the blank where the air was trying to come out of the epoxy. And the only thing I can think is when I put everything in the pressure pot, you know, and it started forcing those bubbles real small, I think it forces the air into the wood, into gaps in the wood. And then whenever, you know, I take it out of the pressure pot and unpressurize it, like, it lets all that air back out. And then, because that's the only place that I'll catch a bubble is right here along my blank where the insert's at. And so I've been letting them cure completely in the pressure pot. I did that with a set and I didn't get no bubbles in there. And then I'm gonna take super glue and just seal the heck out of my piece of insert right here, you know, top to bottom all the way around, you know, soak it up and let it dry. That way it should have a barrier to where it can't force the air into the stick. You know, so hopefully I don't get no more dang air bubbles. How hot do I get? I got that heart down there. I can't read that. How? I have my little, come here, get off. There we go. Just a little Harbor Freight heat gun that I use, and I'll let my epoxy sit in my main cup to almost 100 degrees before I pour it to the separated cups for my colors, and then I mix that real quick. I found so far with the stuff I use about 115 or hotter, and it doesn't want to mud together as bad. But once you start getting that hot with the temperature, you have to be on it. I mean, you have to mix it quick and get it poured quick and get it in a pressure pot. The bad thing about letting it get hot like that, you know, and pouring your molds real fast, you're not gonna have time for the air bubbles to work their way to the top. You know, so you need a pressure pot when you start playing like that, so you can get rid of your air bubbles, because you don't want to find air bubbles when you're turning. You know, you sit there turning on something and you catch an air bubble, it could give you a nasty catch, or it just rip a chunk of epoxy or something off. But most of the time you can turn them out, you know, if you know they're there and you're working for them. But that temperature is just, that's going to be experience with the epoxy that you're using. Each brand's going to have a different kind of, and they all have working time is what they say on the bottles. They'll say, oh, you got 40 minutes working time. It depends on how hot your epoxy's getting. You could have 10 minutes working time if you've mixed it up just wrong or something, and it starts to flash cure on you or some mess like that. I said, it's I guess just you got to get at it and see what happens, I reckon. But again, this whole part with the air bubbles is just all speculation on my part. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just assuming that that's why I'm getting my bubbles. As I said, I'm just now really learning to play with the epoxy. There's so much, oh, I'm gonna glue everything together. There's so much you can do with that epoxy, it's crazy. Stay out of my head, they say, but in the chips I find my way. Wood speaks louder than the pain. Yeah, it's cool though, this stuff does dry fast. Laid back, digging through the grain, smoothing edges keeps me sane. Healing isn't found. But I wanna the vacuum chamber. Once I get a vacuum chamber, I won't have to worry about this part of it. That's the thing with the vacuum chamber. You're stabilizing your wood, which means you're forcing a resin into your wood, into all the voids and pockets and stuff like that, so there won't be no areas for air bubbles or something to settle in. And then I can dye it. I'll be able to change all my colors, you know, and then have my inserts color corresponding with what epoxy I'm using or pigments or whatever. Well, that's another couple $100. It's just money, right? Oh, that's what sucks about this habit. Stuff's not cheap. A habit, hobby. There you go. Stuff's not cheap. Grumpy's in a cedar wonderland, shavings flying like a magic band. Lays alive and spinning fast, turning moments that are built to last. Cedar in each hand, oh what a day. The scent of the wood takes stress away. Dust is dancing under workshop lights, crafting joy in the quiet night. I got to learn how to do the super glue finishes too on the pins and everything.
Life is feeling so grand out here. With every spin the world feels clear. The smell of cedar fills the air. Grumpy's kingdom beyond.
Hey Sherber. Good morning.
Like a gentle rain, each piece secure for the ache and strain.
Finished my little sticky finger mess. I'll show you what I was working on. I started spinning a spoon yesterday on the lathe, and then finished it through the evening and all. Was gonna do some more lathe. Oop, don't fall. Was gonna do some more lathe work this morning, but my back's telling me no. So what I'm doing here is just, I'm sealing up these inserts that I'm gonna use with some super glue. Hopefully with the theory that it'll keep the air from pushing into that.
Lathe fired up and the dust is flying. Every turn feels like dreams are trying. Stress and pain melt far from sight. Cedar Wonderland feels just right. Cedar in each hand, oh what a day. The scent of the wood takes stress away. Dust is dancing under workshop lights. Crafting joy in the quiet nights.
Okay, now this pair of gloves has had it. Put a hole, ooh, yep. Oh, easy.
Grumpy on the lathe making sparks ignite. Cedar dust clouds, moon gives the only light. Therapy in the grain, hands shape it just right. Medication roll tight as a fist for the fight. Stress phase drifting in the sea.
Super glued latex glove to my finger.
Lighter in hand, flames kissing the night. Cedar roach clips, we're taking back alright.
That super glue don't play, does it?
Shavings on the floor, they dance to the spin. Each clip a remedy where the healing begin. Grumpy humming low, his rhythm a groove. Lay singing songs that knows how to soothe. Stress phase drifting in the cedar mist. Chronic pain ain't got nothing on this twist. Lighter in hand, flames kissing the night. Cedar roach clips, we're taking back alright.
I can't feel half my thumb, but I can dang sure feel that little piece of glue sticking off, catching it with my fingers. There we go. All right.
Wood grain stories ancient as a tree. Smoke whispers tales carried on the breeze. Every carve, every cut, a piece of the soul. Grumpy's craft turns broken into whole. Night stretches long, stars wink through the haze. Cedars embrace turning dark into days. Healing in the hands, therapy in the air. Lay spins
Here, my spoon.
Grumpy truly cares.
My coffee scoop. That's what we did yesterday. I spun it, then cut the top off right there with my lathe. Just about that quarter, not the whole thing. A lot of people try to split them straight in half and make 2 spoons out of one, but I know, that's what I did. Let's try this again, another pair of gloves. These old cheap Medgar Humana gloves is what I call it. My insurance, I got Humana through my disability, and then they have this little monthly expense card. I can go on their little online little pharmacy store, and if it's stuff that I could use, my insurance will buy some of it. So I get gloves off of it every now and then. But the gloves ain't worth the flip, and they're small. I feel like OJ, that glove don't fit. I'm sorry. Showed my age there, that was an old reference. Hey, good morning, Mr. Johnny. How you doing today? So I imagine you'd be doing better if you was off. I guess you're headed to work. I am sealing up these little dowels with super glue. So when I do my next set of blanks, I'm hoping that the pressure pot don't push air into the sticks. Peek, oh, I see you. How you doing, buddy? I got my paperwork to go through now. It's not good. This shit's about an inch thick. And yeah, it's full of that legalese, as you call it. I'm gonna be lost. Dude, that's gonna be hard. That's the thing about it. I'm gonna have to find somebody that's gonna work with my broke ass. Everybody wants their money. And that's what I'm trying to do, is figure out what I'm supposed to do to survive with the little bit that I get. That's the hard part about it. Brought it out yesterday. Says, I got paperwork you want to look at. I said, not really. I'd like to try to eat without puking and everything. You know, I don't want my nerves going through my head. So she lays it on the table upside down like that was gonna make it any better. All right. All right, that one is sealed. Those will be inserts on blanks, and again, hopefully coating them in that super glue like that'll keep it from air being able to go into them when I put them in the pressure pot. I think I might be pushing it with these two. They might be too small. Started getting them smaller and smaller, but I need a little bit of length in there for the integrity. That super glue is fumey. Yeah, he told me about it a couple of days ago that y'all were talking about that. Oh, my back. Here's my spoon, Robert. Did you see my spoon? I finished it up. This will be my coffee scoop. I spun it on the lathe and got my shape to it. I didn't do like Mr. Johnny. Mr. Johnny locked his up in his little chuck and spun her sideways and kind of hauled it out a little bit. I didn't do that just yet. I've seen people do that and I've thought about trying it, but I ain't worked up the nerve. But I chopped that little top piece off. It's about a quarter of the top, I guess, not quite in half. And then hollowed it out with my Dremel. Sanded it, beat it with that flat sander, kind of softened the edges up so it just rounded over a little bit. A little coffee scoop is what I'm gonna use it for. I'm gonna put a either brass or steel little eye hook in the top right there, little tiny one, and then find like maybe a little piece of leather or something. Because it's not gonna be washing or anything. I'm not gonna wash it or nothing like that. Like I said, it's just gonna be for dry coffee. Yeah, I seen yours out of the zebra wood. Yeah, I saw that. It's awesome. This is a piece of oak that I got from Ray and Sandy. Mr. Ray sent me a small box a while back that had it had 6 or 7 little pieces cut up like this. This was the biggest piece out of all of it. It was a little bit bigger than this. So I've made a few roach clips with it and then that spoon, so that's pretty cool. I love the way it worked out good with the oak because all the grain lines right. Now I kind of sloped it a little bit, but I found one that I liked and then I said, okay, I like that grain, and I drew all the way around and just traced the grain itself and it was perfect. But then like I said, I sloped it just a little bit before I cut it to give it that angle. There he is, Mr. PK. Good morning, sir. The worst part for the spoon for me is if I try to do it, how William and Heidi made one, or was working on one last night, okay, and just say, here's your material, boom. All right, just pretend that's all solid. That's how they did theirs. You know, they turned it down to the shape they wanted and left so much square stock on there. That way William can put it on his bandsaw and keep it nice and flush and straight. Put it against a guard or a fence. And then when he goes to cut it, if his saw tracks straight, he'll be able to cut it straight in half. And he'll buzz it straight in half like that and make 2 spoons out of the one. But that I can't. I know my bandsaw's not gonna cut straight. My blade's too thin, and so my bandsaw, I use it more like a scroll saw. I have to, if I was to cut a straight line with this, I'd have to kind of walk it back and forth and keep that line straight as I push through, because my little blade likes to, like I said, it likes to do some walking. But yeah, it worked out pretty good. I like it. I want to take it a little bit deeper, but I'm afraid that I'm gonna go through it. So I'm just gonna stop where it's at. It's the thickness of your blade, not the, let's see, it's hard to, when I say thickness of your blade, let me see. It's hard to explain what I'm saying. Like, you're looking at your blade and you got your teeth or whatever. I know I can't draw this worth a flip, but say that's your teeth and all going up and down. Y'all can't even see that probably. The girth, that's it, the girth. I think that's the word they call, because you have a blade that it's like a 1/16 of an inch thick, you know, and that's the material you lose when you cut. Okay, not the thickness that way, but I guess the width of your blade. Like some blades are only like an 1/8 inch, some of them are like a 1/4 inch wide, and then the teeth are on the edge of it. the wider that blade is, the straighter you're gonna cut. Like for resawing and ripping and stuff like that, you got just different types of blades. And yeah, I got the thin. Here we go. I'll use this. All right, it's just a hose clamp, but this is what I'm talking about. The width of your blade this away, and your teeth are on the edge right here. My blade is super thin, so it's real flexible. You know, if it was wider, it wouldn't be so flexible. All right, I confuse my damn self all the time.
Like whispers in the breeze, hands steady working, got the flow with these. Aliens not in learning human ways. Grumpy got him hooked on his lathe made place. Chisel hits the grain.
6:30 already.
Speaks a language ancient smooth. Sawdust halo, thoughts start to bloom. Lathe in motion, no space for gloom. Stress fades away, clouds in the night.
Oh yeah, now I pretty much got to get into the Google and the internet. Yeah, get on Google and find people local in my area and try to set up an appointment so I can take them that paperwork so they can go over it. Or if I can find anybody that can go over that paperwork to tell me. Because I did Google that. I said, do we have any pro bono divorce lawyers in my area? That damn stack of paper, that shit's that thick, dude. I just looked at it and my gut started rolling. What to do?
Wood chips flying like a magic band. Lathe is humming with a steady hand. Dreams are carved so perfectly planned. Cedar in each hand. Life feels grand. Shavings fall like.
That's just it. I ain't gonna have no money to pay them. I know I'm gonna have to figure something out, but that's my whole flipping anxiety, scare of everything. You know, I'm not gonna be able to maintain what she's agreeing to. I'm gonna be on my fucking ass in 2 years, 3 years. It's not that cold here. 66 in the shop. I think it was in high 50s outside. It's more humid than anything right now.
A cedar paradise, handmade. Cedar in each hand, life feels grand. Shavings fall like grains of sand. The scent of wood takes stress away. In this workshop, it's here to stay.
Yeah, 59 outside.
Comes like a soothing song. The cedar speaks where I belong. Time stands still, the world can wait.
High 74 is what it's supposed to be today, and right now it's I guess 61, but it feels like 59. Hey Rubberneck, how you doing? Can't get out of my head, dude. It's real. I mean, that's the kick in the butt, you know. She tells me yesterday, "Oh, I got papers in the truck. I got your papers you can look at and sign." I'm not signing nothing. She goes, "Oh no, it's your copy to take and take where you need to take and have everybody look at it or whatever." I'm like, "Oh, great." And then I go somewhere in the truck and come home, and I didn't see them in the seat or nothing like that, so I figured she'd already brought them inside. And then she asked me if I brought them in. I'm like, "Well, no, I didn't see them." And so she goes and gets them and acts like I want them right before I eat dinner. And it's like, no, I want to try to eat my food without thinking about this shit and puking. She's oh yeah. The way we're doing it, I mean, that's what she's doing. Her best friend's paralegal for family law, so she's been working on this for a while behind the scenes, and so she's got all her crap together and knows what she's doing, and I'm oblivious. I had no clue it was getting to this point, so it's like I'm still crushed and devastated. I don't, I mean, it's here, it's happening. There's nothing I can do about it but get on with it. But at this point now, I'm disabled. I can't go work me a 9 to 5 to pay my bills. I get $1,100 a month just over after they take my medical and stuff out. That's not gonna pay my bills anywhere. So she's trying to buy me out of my half of the house, let me stay here, life estate, pay a new mortgage that'd be cheaper and stuff, but I'm gonna run out of money. I only have so much money, and even if I took my whole chunk of the house and put it in the bank, didn't touch nothing but for bills, it's gonna run out in a few years. And so it's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. What's that? Don't you have a chance to work harder they provide that. Oh yeah, her friend's paralegal for family law, and that's all she's done her whole life has been a little paralegal. And so yeah, they've gotten all the paperwork that would normally cost all kinds of money. She's gotten all that shit for free. Her paralegal friend filled it all out for her and then said, "Yep, here you go." And so yeah, just shit ain't right. I'm getting shafted. But I can't. I don't know. We have grandkids, kids, and the kids are grown. My son's 19. Grandkids is 11 and 7. They're young. That's what makes it worse right now. And then we're trying to be civil. I don't want the damn stuff to split. She does, but she wants to split, being as friendly as we can so we can be civil for the kids and the grandkids. She don't want the kids hating her, so she's trying to set it up to where I have a place to live and everything and can stay here at the house. But at the same time, unless we get a divorce and I go get married tomorrow and find somebody that's got a good job that can help take care of me, I'm screwed. That's how I'm looking at it right now. I mean, sadly, that's what she even basically said 3 days ago. She told me, "I don't care if you change your Facebook status to divorced, single, and start a dating profile." I was like, wow, I care. I don't want to do all that. I caught my mom. But goodness gracious, I can't move back in with my mom. I can't live with her. I love my mom. I love my mom. I love my mom. But goodness gracious, I got some issues from childhood and this and that. And you call it mommy issues. I don't care what you call it. But I love her to death. But I also have so much anger and frustration because there's so much crap wrong with me. And I put it off on some of the crap that she did bringing me up. Did what she could do. But man. Just sucks.
Welcome to the shop where the sawdust flies, wood lace spins, splitters baptized.
All right, let me get off the damn pity party here. Sorry, y'all. I'm just getting where I can talk about it a little bit without bawling my eyes out. And I still want to do that every second. Oh, like I said, I love her. I love my wife. She just ain't in love with me no more. Oh.
Lathe hums low, whisper in the grain, every carve, every groove, releases the strain. Shines, stained glass vein, built from pain.
I just spent so much money in the shop trying to get my dust collection shit going. She don't want me to have to rebuild my shop, you know. And if I was to make enough money to pay rent somewhere, I couldn't go rent no apartment and do what I'm doing now. You know, that ain't gonna work. Damn sure ain't fixing to find some house to be able to afford. Yeah, so that's where we're at. You know, this options that she's laying out are the best options that I have. It's just not flipping affordable.
Welcome to the shop where the lathe don't stop spinning tails of resin, top shelf on the prop, epoxy roach clips dipped in neon drips, pain medication morphs therapy and sips, roll tight,
I'll try to do a pin tomorrow.
sessions on demand, like, subscribe, cosmic vibes, take the stand. Aliens fly by, curious they hover, we tell them subscriptions free, won't you suffer. Spaceships park, earthbound mystery, crafted by the hands of human history.
Gonna try these colors, I guess. There's so many colors. I gotta put them, I guess, into a spinning wheel. That's what I was doing before. Because as I was saying earlier, I tend to gravitate back to the same colors every time I pick colors for a blank. I gotta lay them all out like this too, where I can see what's what, instead of just picking them up one at a time. I got the what is this? This is the Lathe resin mica powder 60 color pack. Little assorted, I guess, sample packs. So it's got all kinds of stuff in here. I haven't really gone through them and separated them all out. There's interference powders, and then there's regular powders, and then some ghost powders. I can't wait to play with the ghost powders. I want to take some of these exotic wood pieces that I have that are the darker grain, spin them down to a nice shape, and then take some resin and then put the ghost colors in there so it's like translucent and just sparkling off the background. I think that might look good. Fuck, Bubba, that's just, I can't find that rainbow. Woo. I can't breathe. I start trying to relax and it feels like my chest is trying to close in on me. And the anxiety is just real. Sorry for the language, y'all. Cosmic whispers echo through the endless night. Grumpy stirring dreams, alchemy in sight. Black and yellow blend, stars burst in flight. Dust therapy, breathe it deep. Inhale the sky. No, there's actual ghost. It's blue ghost right here. And then there's actual interference colors. That's what I'm doing now, is separating them out. I think there's 4 ghost colors. Or 3. I got purple ghost, blue ghost, green ghost, and I think there's one more in there. And then here's a color shift. I got a color shift, deep purple. There's all kind of colors in here. And then these are just regular micas. That's what I'm doing now, is because I've looked through, I picked them up one by one, looking at each color, and I noticed some of them said interference. And I'm trying to find those. I couldn't. I think there was 2 or 3 of them that had interference on it. Here's another color shift. Coral rose color shift. Ooh, here's another color shift. Parisian green color shifting. If you had this little 60 box, you might have just been overlooking them, just grabbing colors, because there's so many colors and stuff in there. Ooh, that's a color shift. That's one of the colors I picked earlier. I didn't even see was color shift. One of the ones out of the 3 I had chose already. Bright purple color shift. So there's 4 color shifts so far. Some more just regular mica. Regular mica. I look like I've done been in the club, the gentleman's club or something like that. I promise I ain't went nowhere. I was playing with my micas. Another color shift, Peru. Another color shift, sapphire blue. There's a bunch of color shifts in there so far. Welcome to the shop. Gears grind, sparks ignite. And that's actual white. Gold. All those are just regular micas in the middle. Still got a bunch in this box. Interference. Okay, here's an interference color. Let's see. They all say interference up there. And green, let's see, purple ghost, blue ghost, green ghost, and then now here's a violet interference. Color shifting powder, grass green. Dang, I didn't realize there was that many color shifting. All right, Mr. Johnny, thank you for hanging out with me this morning, sir. You have a great day. Be safe. Purple, blue, color shifting. Okay, those are just regular micas. It wasn't a bad pack neither, because it was under 30 bucks. It was like 20, 22, $24, something like that. For all the colors, it's not bad.
Grumpy mixing epoxy, a wizard with a potion. Colors bright, sharp, popping like planets in motion. Yellow spins with black, a galactic collision. Cosmic swirl dreams, no muddy decisions. Aliens zip past, zooming on their own lane. Spaceships flex chrome, dripping in a stellar stains. Made in pain therapy through design. Grumpy's fire up the art, let it spark, redefine. Cosmic swirl, let it twirl, let it gleam. Yellow and black, the galaxy supreme.
Alright, let's see. Start another row of the micas. It's getting too many. It's the first time I've laid them all out like this to see what's what. Color shift. There's a bunch of color shifts. It is a good spread of colors though. I got to study the color shift ones a little more to see what they're supposed to be. Like the Milky Way soul. Therapy and creation burning brighter than a star. Art forged in pain, but it heals every scar. Aliens watch from the nebula seat. Grumpy's hands cook up designs that can't be beat. Cosmic swirl, let it twirl, let it gleam. Yellow and black, the galaxy supreme. Right there in the lab, Grumpy scheme. Like, subscribe, beam up the dream. I'm gonna mix up for my roach clip blanks to start with. I'm gonna do 3 of those, and then actually I'm gonna try to get 6 made so they can start curing, and then I'll start doing the gold ghost. That's the last ghost color, is the gold. But yeah, I have my stuff set up to do 6 of my roach clip blanks. And then the pin blanks will be easy because I don't have to put nothing in those, or no inserts in those. So I'll make a few of those up too, because yeah, that's what it is. I haven't made any blanks since flip October-ish. So yeah, I got to get back at making some of my blanks. And I've just been procrastinating because I've been in the middle of, I guess, switching up how I do it. And so it's like, yeah, I'm a weird creature of habit. If it's something that I'm a habit of doing and I ain't got no problem with it, I can get in there and jump on it blindfolded or whatnot. But as soon as I start trying to change up how I do something, it's like my brain starts backfiring and skipping. So it just takes me a while to get that motivation going. But it's like once I start, it's like, you fool, you know, I get on there, ball to the wall after that. But right now I got a lot of crap going on, so that's messed up my motivation a little bit as well. But other than that, once I get the ball rolling again, we'll be rolling. It's just getting that ball rolling. 90 degrees in the corner. There you go. That's funny. I've never heard it like that before. I gotta remember that one. That's when you tell the kids right there, they're like, well, why? And then when you do that, they'll give you that sideways look. That is a cool color mix, though. And I gotta see what's the color shift powder. I guess if I go, cause I just don't see what color it's supposed to shift into. I'm trying to bend or get it to flash with the light, but I don't know. If I go to the website, I guess it might it might have a description on it better. Cause they had, what is it? 2, 4, 6, 10. 10 color shifting colors in there. 4 ghost colors. Let's see, 5 interference colors altogether. 1 was violet, gold ghost, green ghost, blue ghost, and purple ghost. And then the rest of them were just regular micas. Good morning, Delaney. That was just one little sample box. There's more. I don't have them all yet. It's like there's more options. They have they got their neons, their glow in the darks. I think Lex Resin has some, what do they call them? I don't know if it's chromatic. I don't know what the word is, but where they're color changing, or not color changing, temperature reactive is what I'm trying to say. You know, it'd be a green and you hold on to it and it turns blue from the heat or whatever, where you were holding it. They have some colors like that too, I believe. Hey, Kamari. Make Skittles. There you go. Chase the rainbow. Man, I love Skittles. And then when they come out with that freeze-dried Skittles, oh man, that was like crack right there. She's awake in there getting ready for work. Aliens watching, they peep through the sky, crafting universes with a gleam in his eye. I definitely got to figure this out. Now see, my last set of colors, I had them laid out like this. And let me see if I can pull it up on here without closing my stream. If I close my stream, I'll come back to it. I'll have to come back to it in my other account. That's what's crazy about YouTube too. I don't know if y'all deal with that or if I'm just goofy and pushing the wrong button. But whenever I do a live and I try to watch it on my same account, like on my phone, I have to have my stream up and turned on before I go live on my computer. Because it's like once I go live on my computer, it won't allow me to access the live through my normal account. I have to switch profiles. But I got this little spin out. Opens up, like here's my grandkids and all. I play around like Grumpy's turn to pick a movie, or my granddaughter or my grandson. That boop, just spin. I load all my colors in there, and that's how I spin to get what colors I'm gonna mix up. This was one of them. When I didn't have but a few colors, I'd spin that and take whatever number I come up with, you know, do that 3 times and then pick my colors out and go from there. I need to go through and load all these in there. I do any contests or giveaways or anything on my channel, that's what I'm gonna use too, is that little spinny app. Hey, good evening, Raja. I hope you had a great day over there, buddy.
Meds rolled up for a breath of peace. Shavings fall like a masterpiece. Grain so smooth the hurts released. Made in pain, that's how we play.
But yeah, see, I got all these colors and then it's like, I just start skipping and stuttering on what I want to mix up for that. But I do have to remember with the ink pens, and when I start doing blanks for pens, that I'm gonna have to paint the hole when I drill it out, or the tube before I put it in there if I make them translucent. If I don't mix them up thick enough to where you can't see through it, you'll see the tube in the center.
Grumpy's got a sharp hand, steady as fate. Epoxy flowing deep, creations ornate. Lighter cases, sharp roach clips out.
Robert, Bear and the Boss Lady might have antler. I don't know if if Bear has a lot of it or if he's got any to get rid of or anything like that, but I know he's got a lot of woods up there, and he's got a lot of trail cams and stuff set up and into the wildlife and whatnot.
Creations take flight, like and subscribe. Let the algorithms ignite. Epoxy spills like rivers on a moonlit night. Shapes emerge, sharp souls taking their bite. From bad shit to brilliance, the cycle's tight. Grumpy carving galaxies, push the limits of sight. Glow bright edges, life's a strobe light glow. Hands cramp steady, art dances just so. Laid back visions, they traverse the unknown. Aliens watch Grumpy shape the great unknown. Sign to the vibe, drop that subscribe, catch carvings flowing steady.
Seen my colors before, and these I really don't have straight, just primary colors or whatever. I got a dark blue. Well, yeah, I got regular blue and regular yellow. Oh, I do got a regular red. And okay, cool. See, before I couldn't do like a red, white, and blue clip for patriotic stuff, but now I can. I got my yes, that works.
Aliens watching, they nod and they grin. Shapes in the shadows where the carvings begin. Vibes intergalactic, creations take flight, like and subscribe. Let the algorithms ignite. Epoxy spills like rivers on a moonlit
Coffee.
night. Shapes emerge, sharp souls taking their bite. From bad shit to brilliance, this tight. Grumpy carving
Where's that
galaxies,
interference
push the limits of
color supposed to go to?
glow bright edges, life's a strobe light glow. Hands cramp steady, art
Like
dances
a
just
blue
so.
gold,
Laid back
blue
visions, they
green.
traverse the unknown. Aliens watch Grumpy shape the great unknown. Sign to the vibe, drop that subscribe, catch carvings flowing steady, creations alive. Grumpy in his zone, aliens not pure delight. Watch epoxy spill dreams under fluorescent lights.
Where some of these, well, I guess the powder's way different because some of these bottles has got way more powder in them than others. And I figure that's how they fill them, is off of weight.
Oh no, what's Grumpy doing tonight? Sparking up trouble under the light. Wow, what's that electricity? A crazy sight.
Throw some oddball colors out there, y'all. Give me 3 crazy colors to play with. I'll put them in the mix. Wonder how them color shift colors would play together. That'd just be a mess.
He's no safety fan. Danger's dancing, oh it's alive. Don't try this if you wanna survive. Don't try this if you wanna survive. Don't try this if you wanna survive. Crackle, pop, burn, watch it go. The Lichtenberg burn puts on quite the show. Zap, zap, snap, a warning to know. Please safety first, don't follow his flow. Crackle, pop, burn, watch it go.
They don't got them bright. No. Ain't none of it like that.
The patterns it leaves, like trees in the sky.
Fuchsia and canary yellow.
But deadly, don't even try. Grumpy's a fool, no need to ask why.
I got a bright yellow.
No need to ask why.
And it's gonna be my 2 yellows right there. I got a bright and then a regular. And what's crazy is the regular yellow looks brighter than the bright yellow in my eyes. Who knows? This is a green that I bought a long time ago. I use it. I almost add that to every day. If I use a green, I put a pinch of that almost in every one of them. Weird, kind of customizes the color a little bit. Slate blue. What would be slate blue? I got a dark blue, blue violet, sky blue. Light purple. Copper and gray. Yeah.
Gray revealing faces, spirits in the wood, dust in the air, therapy's understood. Wood and smoke, life in a tangled dance, carving through pain, giving grain a second chance.
And I have a fuchsia.
Sharing time with ghosts, peace in creation, wood spirits play the host. Hands trace the lines, stories in each slide.
Almost gives like a Mardi Gras color.
Little figures rise, each twist, each turn, an age-old tale in the dust and smoke.
That's what I'm gonna get too. I got it on my wish list. They have those little round wheels because I'm not colorblind. I can see my colors, just there's some colors that sometimes they really mess with me. Like it'll be a red balloon and I might, and I'll call it purple, or it'll be purple and I call it red. But then when you put the 2 colors side by side, I can damn sure tell you which color is which. My eyes are weird. It's part of Grumpy's craziness, I guess.
Sparkles in the air, crafting peace in faces, finding solace there. Workshop sacred ground, where mind gets lost. Carved from ancient timber, who cares the cost? Swap the pain for purpose, turning sorrows gray. What spirits emerge, chasing clouds
All right.
away. Wood and smoke, life in a tangled dance, carving through pain, giving grain a second chance.
Yeah, out of the blues, that would be the sky blue. I said there's blue violet, dark blue, sky blue, cyan. And you go to the, let's see, the color shifts. There's a lagoon blue and a sapphire blue. And then a purple blue. Barney purple. That damned old dinosaur used to get me all kind of grief. I was watching that thing on repeat and shuffle, whatever you want to call it, over and over when my daughter was little. That was her cartoon. My crazy ass was walking around construction sites and stuff, whistling Barney songs and singing Barney songs. People would look at me and I was like, what you gonna say? You don't question a bouncy little guy when he got him a 27-ounce hammer. Don't matter what he's singing, you're just gonna sing along with him. Hey, good morning, Josh. How you doing, buddy? I got a kid at home. We do Barney. Whole job site be whistling I love you.
That's how life bends. Grumpy's pace, laid back vibes. Whittling woes down, pain subsides. Tools whisper secrets old as time. In the grain I find my rhyme. Patterns emerge like ancient lore. Hands know the dance, always wanting more. Therapeutic rhythm, every single cut. Chronic pain fighting, but I stay in the rut. Dust fills the lungs, yet clears the mind.
Waiting on oil change. There you go.
In every shave and the relief I find. Wood spirits smile, they understand.
You know, playing with some colors, trying to decide which ones to mess with for the new blanks. Guess that's probably some of the procrastination too. It's like there's just so many options and so many things to do, the brain just freezes up. That what is it? Executive, what is it? What if I forgot how they worded it? Executive decision dysfunction or some mess like that. Is shit's real. It's like you got so much that you gotta do, you know you need to do this, do that, and then all of a sudden you just flip and freeze up and you ain't doing nothing. Yes, sir. SpongeBob too, oh yeah. Ow, my back. Where's my rocks? Did y'all ever get into that painting rocks and hiding rocks and all that? Did that fad ever catch up where y'all were at? We had a Facebook group down here. Milton rocks, paste rocks, all that. What's built up there? Oh, my oil been leaking up there. No. Hey, I've had a can of WD-40 for so long. It's been out here in the garage. And this is crazy because you think WD-40 is supposed to kind of prevent rust. The damn can's trying to rust up. It's so old that it's actually got a hole in it now. Wow. I didn't squirrel. Y'all thought it was SpongeBob, and I was getting some SpongeBob rocks that I painted, and they are covered in freaking WD-40. Good thing I found it like that though, because I got to get that can out of there before it finally freaking busts. You would think WD-40 would fix that, but it's a WD-40 can that's rusting. Alright, But we had, oh man, I got boogered up from the oil too. And my little SpongeBob rock I painted. I did a bunch of them. And little faces on there. Oh, come here. I liked them so much I never hit them. I kept them. I said, "Are you gonna hide your rocks?" I said, "No, they're mine." And then people got beaver art. I got Labrador, blue heeler pit bull art. That was my dog's. That's a piece of oak, and that's what my dog cut her teeth on. I would sit out here carving, and when she was a puppy, she would sit out here and chew on this, laying under my feet. That and a big old chunk of cedar. I had to take the cedar away from her though, because it started splintering up in long splinters. But when she worked that piece of oak down real bad, I gave her this, or she chose this piece, and that's her chewing on it all the way around. All those scratches, that's her side jaw, the teeth on the side, you know, grinding down on it. She is an aggressive chewer for sure. But that's her piece of cedar. I won't never do nothing with that. I'll keep that, and then when she passes or whatnot, I'll have her footprint and stuff hooked to it. I'll turn it into something. Yeah, we were doing the rocks for a while. It was a little Facebook thing that they had going on. Paint them up and then go drop them in the parking lot and hide them or something somewhere. We did a bunch of them. And I did a handful of the SpongeBob rocks, but these are the ones that I kept. I hid some of them, but not all of them. Yeah, I gotta clean that up, y'all. Gave a couple to the neighbors. Neighbor kids was into SpongeBob, so yeah. Yeah, we did the rocks for a while. That was something we were all into that. Well, my grandson wasn't doing it. My granddaughter did though when she was a little bit smaller. She was real young though, so she was just slapping colors on them and mudding them all up. Yeah, that's what we were doing with them. When we started doing them, there was a couple of Facebook groups down here that did that. And let's see, Milton and Pace, where Pace really isn't I mean, it's a county, or I mean a township, I guess you would call it, but they're a little bit smaller than Milton. They've always wanted to, I guess, what's the word? I don't know what the word I'm looking for. They've always wanted to become their own big little area and have their own chamber of commerce and all that, but they didn't. They've always had to share Milton's. And so Milton and Pace has kind of always competed with one another. So between the two Facebook groups, you'd have Pace people hiding rocks in Milton, Milton people hiding rocks in Pace and trying to outdo one another. It's crazy, but it was fun though, because I mean, you could go damn near anywhere and see a rock and be like, ooh, what is that? And have little mandalas painted on them and dot art all over some. I mean, just so many different styles. It was fun finding them. You could see the ones that the adults would do. You could tell that a kid did this one. It was fun. I found a couple of them going through drive-through restaurants. You see them sitting on a little ballard poles, blocking the curb so you wouldn't hit the building. Oh, what is that? And a little picture painted on there. It was fun. That's what Jiskar Rob does with some of his little whittles and stuff. He says his wife goes shopping and he sits in the vehicle and plays with his, whittling knives and makes his little caricatures and stuff. And he says he'll set some of them just set it down on a buggy rail or something somewhere. Yeah, they're still doing them. Just I guess it's just not as big as it was. There used to be people that would do like scavenger hunt deals with them or something. They'd go hide them all over the place, and then, they'd put their little hashtag or whatever on the back of the rock, and then when you find the rock, ask you to post it, let somebody know, hey, yep, I found your rock, so. It was a neat little thing, and like you said, it makes somebody's day. Somebody could be having a piss poor day, and they pick up a rock with some silly little face on it, and they get them a good little chuckle. Damn back hurts, y'all.
Whittle down the stress, anxieties dissipate. Lathe hum whispers, sealing off the weight. Workshop altar, sacred dust in the air.
Didn't do much of nothing in today's life. Just woke up and babbled. I said I was gonna get on the lathe and spin another spoon, but my back's hurting. It's got me right there where my discectomy was at in my lower back, but then go probably about 5 vertebrae up, not quite the middle of my shoulders, but in my back there. I'm getting spasms right there.
Grumpy spins the lathe, spaceship hum in the air. Epoxy shining bright, colors rare.
Oh, pet rock.
Aliens in the mist, whispers fill the void. Roach clips, crafted art, never destroyed.
They never really helped for me, Amy. I used to get them. They'd make me get them about, oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. They'd make me get them about once every 6 months. And I'd get the shot, it would ease up for a little bit, but it seemed like right there towards the end of that 6 months, it got just like 10 times worse. And it'd give me a shot, it'd ease up a little bit, and I went that route for a long time, to the point to where it got to where the shots just didn't seem to make it no better.
Galaxies align, each clip a little portal, bent space-time. Alien beams hit, tools start to glow. Grumpy vibing hard, feels the artisan flow. Therapy session in the sawdust hive. Workshops, church.
I'm at the point to where if I don't slow down with what I do, if I keep aggravating the situation, they're gonna have to look at the nerve ablations. And I don't want to start doing that either, because that's not a permanent fix. They burn the end of your nerve pretty much to where it don't pick up that pain, but your body will heal that burn after so long. And like, how can I explain it? It's like scar tissue. You know, scar tissue is a little more sensitive than, you know, anything else if the nerve endings are still in that area. And that's what it is they do that ablation right there on the nerve. So it's dead for so long so you don't pick up that pain. But then it heals, and when it heals, say your pain level was a 2, well, now that pain level is going to be a 4 on a regular, you know, and it just keeps progressing and keeps progressing. And then I'm trying to put that off as long as possible. I'm not a candidate for it in my neck. They done tried that once. I had you get they do a trigger injection kind of thing, kind of like a Novocaine, where they numb the nerve to see if that's going to give you any relief for a little bit. And then if your numbers, you know, come out and they're good enough, then they'll go through and do the ablation. They did all the triggers for my neck. They do, what is the word? Placebo. They give you actually numbing stuff and then placebo shots. And they don't tell you where they're giving you what, you know, and they give you a pain scale paper that you fill out before your shots, and then they give you, you know, a pain scale paper to fill out a few days after your shots. And that way they can tell if you're getting relief in any spots, because they don't tell you which ones work and which ones don't, you know, and I didn't qualify for I wasn't getting any relief. Grumpy be broken, that's it. Broken hearted, broken brained, broken body. Grumpy's in the broken club for sure. I think Ma. Oh, you gotta let dogs out. And I think my heart hurts more than anything right now, though. Truth be told. Come on, y'all, go outside. Go. Go. Run, squirrel, run. I think she does it just for the fun. She chases them squirrels and then she slows down right there when she's fixing to get to them. You know, she could catch them if she wanted to. I don't think she knows what to do with it when she catches it.
Workshop therapy, the grind finds its peace. Red eyes coated, medicated, sweet release. Chronic fades, anxieties drift to abyss. Join the tribe.
Ooh, I guys ain't got the right tools. That's just it. I'm trying to tighten up them loose screws. That's the bad thing about it. I can't get into my hobbies right now. Can't get my head off of everything. It's just too much serious shit that I got to figure out right now. I just want to zone out and not think, but that's just it. I ain't got time. I got to get this figured out.
Dreams flow like rivers in the sea, each one unique like a carved out key. Like and subscribe to the art of the grind. Stress fades away as the pieces unwind. Cartridge covers
And I ain't got no freaking vehicle. Ain't got no way to get back and forth. You know, I ain't got no way to go and see nobody to talk about what I'm doing at the moment. You know, we got the one vehicle, but she's using it today to go to work. I'm not driving the other one around. It's just gonna freaking break on me going down the road. Come on, Spare. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Go. I wish I could teach my dogs to wipe their freaking feet too. They got so much sand on the bottom of their feet going inside because it's foggy and the dew all over the ground out there. There's a lot of Florida don't have dirt. We have sand and grass.
Grumpy's creations are worth more than gold.
She just get in her fucking truck and leave already. Shit, I gotta have somebody following me with a camera to do that so it'll go viral and I can get rich off of it. Shoot. Just saying. that could be my viral video right there. And we make a new sticker and everything. I'm game.
Grumpy's hands, they shape the night. The epoxy flows and neon flight.
I got my video. I gotta go through and watch it one more time. For Wednesday. I didn't do a video last Wednesday. I didn't drop one, but I have one edited. I got all the music added to it yesterday. I just got to watch back through and add the little like and subscribes in it here and there. And something's happened with my resolution settings on my OBS. I noticed when I was recording, I have a little trim of black around my screen of dead space. I have to go back through and change the resolution settings or something and figure that out. So that's what's getting my butt, as I thought we was gonna be able to get my bills. That's the worst part of it right now. The whole divorce situation is for me to pay my damn bills. That's my whole headache right now. My whole aggravation is I don't have enough income coming in to pay I don't have enough coming in to pay what's going out once everything gets situated and finalized. If people can sell, I can. Right? It is crazy at the stuff that people will buy. You know, it's weird how that works. I guess it's how the brain pulls people into saying, oh, I got to have that. And who wants a cow patty covered in resin? But there's somebody out there that will buy it.
From above, medication rolled up tight tonight. Gotta get through, gotta feel just right. Like and subscribe, let the world know. Epoxy dreams make the energy glow.
It sucks, y'all. I know what's going to end up happening. I'm going to end up back at my fucking mom's house before it's over with. I love my mom to death, but my goodness, I do not think I'm going to be able to live with her. I just got too much in my head spun up for me. Yeah, I don't know.
Kisses make the art sing true. Medication rolled up tight tonight. Gotta get through, gotta feel just right. Like and subscribe, let the world know. Epoxy dreams make the energy glow.
I was working on some wood spirit on this piece. Was trying to do him all kind of wavy with all kind of motion going on the side, but unless I go with him just completely flowing all willy wonky, I started him off with a massively broke nose. His eyebrows is right here, his nose comes and kind of curves over and then I started digging in. This is one of the ones that I don't know what happened. I guess it was the nose that threw me. But I'll start a piece and get a little spot like that I don't like, and I put it down. This is the last cedar piece I was cutting on, I guess. I gotta get back into all that. I need to start carving more. It's a chunk of haunted cedar, as the ex-wife would call it. It came from Robert's. That's funny. Robert's Cemetery over in Pensacola. When I was taking my son, and it was back when Hurricane Sally, I think, came through. A little bit of damage. It wasn't a massive storm, but a small cemetery. Caretaker out there. I guess there was some cedar trees that got tore up, and so they limbed them up and had them out by the edge of the road. And driving back and forth, seen him. Oh yeah, well, there's my spoon. That's it, finished up. But yeah, I took and got to put a bunch of that cedar in the back of her truck. She called it haunted cedar because it come from the cemetery. I made some awesome little wood spirits with it though. What's that? I can't see. I got that very last comment when I'm looking on my phone. I can't never see it because you got that little emoji thing with a heart, smiley face, 100 thing and all that. That heart's always in the way of that last comment. Stitches out Friday, just a bunch of antibiotics. Oh, there you go. Your foot, there you go. Thank you. So I'm gonna make my little coffee scoop out of it. I've been wanting to make me a coffee scoop for a long time, and I just haven't done it. I said need to take, yeah, it's fine. I could tune the inside right here up a little more, but I got to be careful. I don't wanna blow through it. I think I'm close right here. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave well enough alone so I don't put a hole in it. Yeah, I've done that one, and then the snowman spoon, and that was all. But yeah, that's what we did there. I have 2 more pieces of oak, so I am gonna do another scoop. I just don't know how. I'm not sure on the shape and the size. That's one thing I was like, was talking about, William and Heidi were talking about the other night, where Heidi said that she doesn't go in with the shape in mind. She just starts turning and let it happen. Lets what happen or whatever. That's how I work at it. I go in there and if I try to have a design in mind, I normally screw that design up right off the bat. But oh, Robert, and I even had an idea. Let me show you something, sir. This was got to get different wood. I would like to find some briar wood, a nice couple of nice chunks of briar. But let's see, I think I have one over here if I haven't thrown it away. There's a flipping pipe. It's novelty crap more than usability. Where did it go? Might not have it no more. I keep every flipping thing, so it's around here somewhere. And I thought it was right here on top of all my junk. Yuck's right there. Ha, told y'all I keep everything. Oh. All right, Robert, this is your alley. I don't do these, but all right, this is just some laminated crap put together, glued and cut and drilled out. So we know how I feel about glue and lighters and heat and inhaling. I don't think all that mixes too well. And, right, and in certain woods, you got dyes and stuff like that. That's just not that healthy. Burning that flame to it, in my opinion. That's one of the. That's what this is. This was a green color, and you can see it's all different color woods kind of glued together, little laminates. And I did them a little alien head. But what I'm getting to is this right here. How that swings open like that. So they shaped everything up, pretty much pre-drilled your little hole right there, you know, and then yank, lop it off. And then you can put you a screw in there and you got you a cap that's gonna open and close. There we go. Yeah, no, this one is just janky. It don't have no carburetor. Like I said, it's super old. But then you can do,
I'm leaving it foggy outside.
be careful, Rosie, hit your little squiggly button. What's all over the top of?
Like cowboy flour from the mixer, the mixer wasn't top.
Okay. But what I was getting at, Robert, how I spun this, it's all solid, you know, you could keep it attached to the lathe and everything still, and you'll be able to drill center, and then you cut it, or before you cut it, you know, figure out where you want your bowl, put the little drill, little screw hole in it, yank, yank, and then slice it like that, and then you got you a cap, you know. You could a new way to make a pipe. Damn, I'm babbling and can't get my words right. I got all distracted. She's leaving now, so my head just went everywhere. Oh, have an awesome day, Amy. Thank you for hanging out this morning. But you see what I'm saying? You'd be able to make something like that. You know, you don't have to waller out that big for your bowl, you know, just small enough for your bowl. But I thought about that whenever I cut that. As soon as I did that, it reminded me of that. But you have to look it up. Look up the different woods that are naturally safe, I guess, to burn down, you know, to char with your lighter while you're puffing or whatever. It doesn't have any toxicity in the wood. Briar is one. That's just a real known sought after wood for your tobacco pipes and stuff. The old school pipe makers, that's what they used a lot of, was briar. But that shit's just not cheap. Oh, you have some briar? Oh, that's awesome, dude. I want to do that. I've looked into some of the companies that sell. Where is it? I won't smoke out of it no more, because of the nicotine issues. Where is it at? Oh, I'm gonna cause a flipping avalanche. I have a tobacco pipe. Okay, it's awesome little. It's nothing special. I mean, it's not no Sherlock Holmes looking thing. Damn, I wish I knew where it was. Where is it? It's in this cabinet somewhere, but I have so many. Okay, yeah, I hoard everything, right? And we cannot use our green thumbs in my state yet, but I am on the dreams that we will be soon. And so one of the shops I would go to a lot when I get my flour, I've gotten a few seeds out of that. And not against the law to have a seed. So I have a stack of flour cups in my cabinet that is the brand and the strain flour that I had bought. And then if it had a seed in it, I kept that seed in that cup. And so I got genetics of all different kinds of strains that I can play with when my state allows me to play. And you go to looking that stuff up where you are legal and you can play with it, those seeds are not cheap. So I have a stack of stuff up in here. I have a box that's got all my stuff in it, and I have an old meerschaum is what I'm trying to get to. Is the pipe was a meerschaum pipe is what they call it. It's a fossilized seashell, and it's real porous and all, but it's like a whitish color. Almost looks kind of like basswood or something at first, but a little like a bleached piece of basswood when you first get it. And then you pack your tobacco in there, and then the more you use it, oh, have a good day, Josh. The more you use the pipe, the oils and resins from the tobacco soak into the pipe and start coloring the pipe. It gives it different colors and like marble, almost like a marble-ish kind of look to it. And then the older they get, the more you use them, the darker they get and stuff like that. But I used to love, back when I smoked cigarettes and everything, I called myself a connoisseur of tobacco because I loved smoking the different flavors, pipe tobaccos and stuff like that. You know, I smoked cigarettes bad, but I also had me a pipe that I'd puff on. I had my little tamper, I had my little setup, and you know, I kept everything in. I was too old for my time. You didn't see young guys, young kids and shit getting into that kind of stuff like I was, but I loved it. I guess you would say I was an old soul. You see the babies and they say, "Ooh, that's an old soul." I guess I was an old soul baby. But yeah, I quit cigarettes back in 2013. And then once I quit cigarettes, I didn't play with the pipes or anything like that no more. My herbal cigarettes now, I call me Sir Chief a lot because I didn't slow down on my herbal cigarettes. When I quit the nicotine cigarettes, I think I probably stepped up my consumption of herbal cigarettes to help me quit the regular ones. But that's why I want a dry herb vaporizer and to get away from that combustion. That combustion is what's rough. But I want to get me a chunk of meerschaum, a chunk of briar. I would like to get some of the and build my own pipe that looks like a tobacco pipe, but have that my herbal pipe as well. Because they have different kit. You can buy them it'll look like a block of dang basswood or something, you know, and then it'll have the stem that you put into it for the pipe, you know, and then you can heat your stems and give them the bend and the tapers and stuff that you want, you know, and then carve the pipe how you want it. I would love to do like a wood spirit kind of just crazy looking deal. But me, with my goofiness, I'd buy the block of meerschaum to do it. I would never carve it. I'd put it in the corner and stare at it, be like, it's too expensive, I'll mess it up. Hey, good morning. Thank you for coming through.
It's not just art, it's Grumpy's fight, taming pain with this glowing light. Epoxy alive in the endless flow, a laid back groove you'll never outgrow.
Oh, that's what I do. I have the ideas of doing something and then I'll acquire the stuff to do it. And it's like, well, this stuff was so damn expensive. I don't want to do it and screw it up and waste my money.
The epoxy flows and the pain subsides, carving till dawn where the spirit glides. Anxiety melts in the UV light.
Oh, my back.
Grumpy keeps carving all through the night.
Oh, hell, y'all, I forgot I got the grand pug fixing to be here. I can't sit up here all morning this morning. Oh. These are going to be some cool sticks. I'm starting to get some ideas. I can take the black, not necessarily even the black. I think the plum would look better as a space background versus the black. But take that plum or black, either one, and then take these color shiftings like the sapphire blue, and then let's see, maybe that purple blue, then mix those three colors up and then pour those three separate at the temperatures that I want, and then try to swirl those up. I bet that would give me a cool little like galaxy looking stick.
Charting through the dark, each one surrenders its hidden flare, a secret glow humming soft in the air, where the epoxy flows and the pain subsides, carving till dawn where the spirit glides, anxiety melts.
That's what I'm gonna do. All right, y'all, I'm gonna have to shut this down because I do need to get in there and get some stuff together and make sure stuff's picked up before little crazy gets here. She's like a little daggum unruly child, or how here's one's for you, Robert. She's like a little billy goat, little shit'll eat everything. Like I said, I had to take the ornaments off my tree early because she was trying to eat them. But I'll get back on here later if my back lets up and try to play on the lathe again. But I definitely have to edit my spoon video down today and get that made so I can get that submitted for Amy, and then pour some blanks. That's a must. I got to get that done today. But I keep putting it off. Now I got all my powders laid out. I ain't got no excuse. I just got to grab some and mix it. If it turns out, it turns out. I will, Bubba. I said, I'm going to try to get back on later. Like I said, I think it'll be 2:30-ish, 3 o'clock before I can try to do a live if I do go live. And that'll be about the time my daughter either gets out of class or gets off work. I don't know if she's got class today or if she's working today. But she's working part-time and then going to school part-time to be a teacher. So Grumpy does what he can do to help out. So, all right, y'all. Thank you so much for putting up my crazy babble. I'm sorry I wasn't that productive today, but we'll get there. Everybody, stay awesome. Stay laid back. Remember, it's my job to be grumpy, and God bless everybody. Y'all have an awesome day.
Grumpies